Hello, everyone. This is another Black Conservative. I am Ryan Bolin. Thank you all for joining me. So for those people, those individuals that believe that America is still systemically racist and is misogynistic against women and is transphobic and Islamophobic and all of these other phobias, for those of you and those individuals who claim that America is just so oppressive and so bad that we just need to overturn the whole system, let me read you just a small portion of this article, just a small portion, and you can read the rest of it on your own free time. And then I'm going to get back with you and we're going to talk about this idea of whether or not America is still systemically racist or Islamophobic or transphobic or all the other phobias that people, the left, keep spitting out. Okay, so let's get into this. The article starts off: a court in Saudi, Sunni majority Saudi Arabia sentenced a Saudi woman, an adherent of Shia Islam, to 34 years in prison. 34 years, folks, in prison on, and you want to ask, you want to wonder why? Well, it tells you why. 34 years in prison on Monday for using her personal Twitter account to, quote, create public turmoil and destabilize civil and national security by retweeting posts demanding the Saudi government release women's rights activists from prison, Turkey's Hürriyet newspaper reported on Wednesday. That's all I'm going to read right there. You guys can read the rest of that on your own free time. Read the rest of that on your own free time. I'll leave a link to it in the description box below, www.breitbartnews.com, and you can read that on your own. But suffice it to say, this woman is going to get 34 years for retweeting some tweets, for retweeting simply the release and freedom of someone who obviously is a pusher of women's rights in Saudi Arabia. Now, this is not an attack. I don't want to hear nothing about no word. Look, this is not an attack against the religion of Islam or any religion in particular. So that's not what I want to deal with here. What I want to deal with in this video is this lady is getting 34 years in a country that's run by what is called Sharia law, Sharia law, which is based on Islam. That's what is basically that country is mostly run by. Now, having said that, certain ways they do things is different than the way we do things here in America. So what's my point? My point is simply this. For all those on the left who scream and holler how racist America is, how misogynistic America is, how they're oppressing black people, and how it's systemically racist, and how blacks don't make less money than whites because of systemic racism, and how, you know, all of these type of isms and so forth that the left keep putting out there. Try going to one of these countries as a transgender. Try going to one of these countries talking about women's rights. In America, you can protest. You can protest about, oh, I don't have a right to wear my panties, on my head, and I have a right to walk around nude. I have a right. You can do whatever you want to do in this country. As long as it's not hurting other people, you have the freedom to do that. Even if it's sick and disgusting to most Americans, you have the right and the freedom to do that. By right, we simply mean rights is not the right to just hurt somebody. Rights simply means you have the right to choose your course in life. That's what a right is, a right to choose. Okay, you can choose to be whatever you want to be. You can choose to protest against anything in this country, and we, for the most part, American government won't persecute you for it. Now, based on what I'm seeing, conservatives are being persecuted in different ways, but I'm not going to even get into that because we already know. But the point is, you're free to be whatever you want to be in this country. You're free to be whatever you want to be. You don't have to worry about being locked up for 30-something odd years simply because you tweeted something about the release of someone in prison because of something she said or she said against the government. They don't play that over there. Let me end this video on this note. We just hired a new bike patrolman, right? And he's from Africa. And we were talking the other day as I was training him, and Ask him what does he think about America? He said it's wild, it's insane, man. I see so many different things. I said yes, and I said why is that? What do you feel? He says, well, they're so free here. They're so free here in America. And I said, what do you mean? He said they're so free. You can be anything, you know. Because while we're standing outside, posted, I saw this transgender walk by. This guy clearly was a transgender male. I mean, he was like 950 feet tall, and clearly he was a male. But he was dressed like a woman, had long hair, dressed like a woman, trying to be cute. And he's walking around free like it is nothing. And me and the African guy, we were talking, and I said to him, I said, you know that's a female, right? I mean, you know that's a male, right? He was like, yeah, I know. And then that's when we began to get into the discussion about how free we are here in America. But yeah, and he was like, well, but he told me, he says, in Africa where I come from, they couldn't do that over in Africa, man. Now, I don't know exactly what country in Africa, because Africa is a continent, and I need to ask him what country. But he says, in Africa, man, you can't do that over there. They will tie you up and beat you. He was telling me some terrifying things that they do over there. It is what it is. But yet, the left constantly talks about how oppressive America is, right? They talk about how oppressive it is, how misogynistic it is and everything. All these people protesting against Trump when he was in office and all this kind of stuff without knowing anything about these other countries and how they actually treat the people. The kind of laws that they have. Really? Is America really oppressive? If it really is, why don't you just go ahead and move over to those other countries? That's what you need to do, because America's oppressive. It's Islamophobic, it's transphobic, it's homophobic, it's all these stupid phobias that you guys keep falling for. Knock it off, man. Knock it off. Knock it off. America is the most freest country in the world at this point. At this point, if we don't let the left destroy it, America is the most freest country in the world. But yet you have people sitting up here saying it's Islamophobic, it's this and it's that. Stop it. Just stop it. If it's really like that, why don't you go ahead and move? If America's really as oppressive as you say it is, move. That's my suggestion. Pretty straightforward, right? What do you guys think? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. God bless you all, and see you again.